they're looking at what's happening in Gaza, and they're seeing images, and they're saying this is not what we should be as America. We should be pro-life, pro-peace.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, and that's starting to open up.
I think in the
space for
future
debate.
that will be the primary way people look at it. Just the way a lot of people opposed the Vietnam War in the late 60s, but it was, you would get attacked. And I think now people realize like that was the correct response. And I think in the future people will realize the correct response is like, this is not yeah, October 7th was awful. Absolutely.
Obviously.
Terrible attack.
Mm-hmm.
But also, what they've done to Gaza is fucking insane.
It's insane.
And if you can't see that, if you can't say that, and your response is, Israel has the right to defend itself. Like, what are you talking about? Against what? Children?
Right.
Against women and children that are getting blown apart? Against aid workers that are getting killed?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, we can't have a rational conversation if you're not willing to address that.
Yeah. I think their heart is hardened. If I'm trying to be as charitable as possible, like the Israelis specifically, maybe from the October 7, what they saw there, their heart is hardened. And I think a lot of people, especially on the Republican side, they're unable to see the Palestinians as humans,
Right.
especially as people with emotions and feelings and all of that. And
Like, imagine if that was happening to Scandinavia,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's very strange.
My kid, my 5-year-old kid, called me 2 days ago. They're in Amman, Jordan. They're visiting their grandparents, and I was in the car, and it was FaceTime, and the moment the camera opened, he's like, "What are you doing? Why are you outside? There are sirens. There are rockets. You have to go inside." And I'm like, Dada, like I am in California. We don't have sirens and rockets. And then I asked him, like, are you afraid because you're hearing that? This is a California kid. Like, this is he's never, he didn't have the upbringing that I had, and so it's the first time he's getting exposed to. I don't think he understands what war is.
Of course.
And I was like, "Are you afraid?" And it's like, "No, I'm afraid that other people are. I want everyone to be okay."
Yeah.
But I know he was shook by it, and I took him out. They're on their way back. I just couldn't.
Of course. It's just a bad place to be right now.
But also, like, this conversation is happening in the West Bank. It's happening in Israel. It's happening in Gaza. People want peace. People want to live. People want to trade. People want to build.
Yeah.
And this is what I made my life mission about, is about giving people tools to build, to improve their lives. And I think we're just led by maniacs.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You have people that are in control of large groups of people that convince these people that these other large groups of people that they don't even know are their enemies. Mm-hmm. And those large groups of people are also being convinced by their leaders that those other groups of people are their enemies. And then rockets get launched, and it's fucking insane. And the fact that it's still going on in 2025 with all we know about corruption and the theft of resources and power and influence, it's crazy that this is still happening.
I'm really hoping the internet is finally reaching its potential to start to open people's minds and remove this like veil of propaganda and ignorance